Okay, hello, welcome back. This is part two of the Mazda Saga, and before we start, I'll just show you a different way of spelling toolbox. This is with a Russian accent. Toolbox! Simply because the stamp set is missing the X, so I had to spell it a different way so it almost looked quite right. But at least people at work know that if they find the keys that these are mine. Nice big aluminium slab on my key rings there, yeah, for my toolbox. Anyway, I've got a confession for you. The Mazda, I serviced it and I didn't have a filter wrench, so I did all the oils, the filters and everything else, and it's still got to have the filter changed, and I'm not going to give it back to the person who owns it until it's done. So yep, we're back on the ramps. Yep. Now, the weather's not actually too good in the UK, is it? It's horrendously wet, and I can't spend too long in this specific area because my neighbours are in and out of these garages like they are in and out of each other's houses. Well, not at the moment because we're all on lockdown, but usually they are quite sociable. Yes, so the labeled is an old cardboard box. Yes, there's always use for a cardboard box, and this one's a special one because it's got Cummings badge on it. Look, Cummings badge, Fleet Guard and Cummings packing list. What is the connection, I wonder? Strange things go on in the motor trade industry, and there's loads of connections, and companies make things for different companies, don't they? So we'll just leave it at that, and I will show my DAF mug, which is a DAF XF Euro 6 mug. Got to have a char before we carry on because that's just the way it is. So yes, the oil filter is one of these canister filters on the Mazda 2. You can see it here. And I don't know what type of guy you are, how you take your filters off, and I have loads of different ways of doing it. These caps, for instance, and I've got a comprehensive but not exhaustive set in my box, which I left there because there's too many to bring home with me. But I also brought a collection. So what type of guy are you? A strap man? Or do you like something with a grip on it like this, 3-point grip? Yeah, I actually like this one for small filters. It's pretty good, quite versatile, but very, very weak, I find. Anyway, or are you this sort of guy, specialist tool? That's actually for Citroen, not for this one. Or perhaps you like a strap wrench, yeah, that's done by chain. Yeah, this chain wrench is actually really good. Oh yeah, actually this is a cheap strap wrench and I brought that home to put in my breakdown box for a reason. Oh, this one, this is my favourite, this is my go-to straight away. But I know some of you guys would suggest, and I thought about this, ramming a screwdriver in the filter and winding it off, but no, we're civilised here, so I've chosen this as my point and my weapon to remove the filter because I tried it by hand, didn't work, so yep. Check the seal, always check the seal, make sure it's there and it's not split or anything. And the Cooper's Fiam filter, which actually I'd look at Cooper's as pretty good make for filters. Yeah, I'll just give you the part number if you want to know for the Mazda 2 1300, which is FT5406, yeah. Mazda number is B06Y114302-9A, yeah, and that is a Marley filter for Mazda, yeah. So yeah, okay, you know that now. Just common old garden filter with a rubber seal. Yeah, just remember it says on there, don't chuck them in wheelie bins, dispose of them properly. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to use that one. But yeah, I also got these gloves here, and I'm going to give you a challenge actually because I found something out very interesting with these gloves. Okay, these are grip gloves, they're nitrile and they're from Blue Spot. Okay, so you have the nitrile grip on them. Yeah, actually they're quite grippy, they're quite sticky actually when I took them out of the box. Yeah, so there you go, Blue Spot. Okay, and they come in different sizes, just Google them. And yeah, okay, I always use gloves underneath these gloves, and actually it does help to get them around the right way. And yeah, from new they're actually really sticky, which is pretty good. Yeah, so we'll get the right hand and the left hand the right way round, and then I'll go and do this job. And this is the whole idea, is to have a little bit of grip at least when there's oil on it, because these filters, they just spill out everywhere, don't they? Yeah, like that. So now here's a little bit of a challenge here for you, because this was an eye-opener. I just thought I'd try to undo the filter with these gloves on, okay? And surprisingly, I actually managed to not use a wrench or a tool or anything. Watch, look. Yeah, so I did actually undo it by hand with these gloves first of all, with the camera switched off, and I had to switch turn it back up again, and then try again, which it worked, yeah. It's quite surprised actually, so there's a challenge for you. Can you do the same thing? So anyway, after the filter's been tightened up to the manufacturer's recommendation, which is 3/4 of a turn tight, yep, which I did with those gloves on as well, because you know how fiddly that can be. Yep, that's off the ramps, and I'll just leave it for a little while to let the oil settle. Yep, and then I'll check the oil, the level, and then that'll be the job done. I can deliver it back. What I like to do is just leave the dipstick wobbling like that, and while I'll take the cap off or just loosen it off, or put a funnel in it, and then do a few other jobs, checks, and then go and check the oil. But I've just noticed something here. My funnel is absolutely minging. Can you see all that crap in there? I'm not going to be pouring any extra oil down there through this funnel. So yeah, a little trick here, if you don't know, you probably do, I don't know, maybe you've got a special tool to do this, is clean your funnel out. Yeah, always clean your funnel out with some a screwdriver and a bit of rag will do it. Yep, that is clean. There'll be no debris going into the sump, and I'm happy with that. Yep. And before you ask, here is the filler cap. Okay, that's there. I know where it is. It won't be lost. And then we'll just do a little wipe and a dip, and then a check. Yeah. There was actually quite a bit of oil come out of that, but I did fill it right the way up to the maximum mark, which is, yeah, I mean, with dipsticks you can get in between the markers, and you can see there I'm actually all right. That is between the high and the low. And the Mazda ones has 2 holes drilled in it, which I like that. That's much better than having 2 markers you can't quite see. So I like that. That'll do. That's a good level. The oil's fresh. The filter's been done, and it's ready to go back. But of course I didn't actually. I valeted it as well because it didn't rain. I was waiting for it to rain, and it didn't, so I thought I'd do a little bit of extra special, valet it, and then clean the windows as well. So one last thing is the breakdown home job box here. Didn't have a strap wrench to do filters because I do quite a lot of extra jobs on the side, and there's my blue spot spanners. I'll be showing you those later, and I'm going to put this in there. Always handy, and it also is good for undoing pipes sometimes. So yeah, that's in there. I won't forget it next time. Cardboard box now has finished its life. It can go in the recycling bin, and yes, our council, for some reason, I don't know about yours, but our council has black bins for recycling and green ones for rubbish. Yeah, a bit strange that. I always thought it was green for recycling and black for rubbish, but that's the way it is. As for the filter which you can't throw into wheelie bins, what I think I'll do is I'll take that back to the Mazda garage and say thank you very much, I'm finished with this, you can have it back.